All right, ladies and gentlemen, got a brand new episode for everybody out there. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good, Rich. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Large and in charge as always. Trying to adjust to this weather. Today was like hot today.
Don't worry, it'll be cold again by the weekend.
Yeah, weather's dropping. I wonder how much it's gonna. I think I saw it like 50s, 60s though. I think tomorrow's gonna be like 80 or some craziness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm ready for this heat, man.
Not ready for it, and then you're not ready for it to go.
Yeah, but I might have to get these ACs on standby right now.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, let's get right into it, man. We got the NFL. We got some tragic news. Your boy Dwayne Haskins passed away. He got hit by a truck?
Box truck?
Yeah, which was kind of crazy. Young player, kind of looked like he was getting his career on the right track as far as getting it together based off what happened in Washington. Looks like he was coming around, but unfortunately, we won't get to see that, man.
Yeah, again, it's just unfortunate. Young player. He's only 24. Heisman Trophy finalist at Ohio State.
Yep.
Yeah, when stuff like this happens, it sucks.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. I don't want to say maybe people will move more carefully, but maybe this will help people appreciate life.
Yeah, you can only hope that.
Yeah, not only for the players, but people in general. Just you gotta enjoy it while you're here, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then on other news, we had your boy Derek Carr. He got an extension. looks like the Raiders are rolling with him, man.
I mean, what was their other option?
I don't know, man. I thought they were gonna try to get somebody in the draft or something, but it don't seem like they all set on quarterback. They're going to rebuild everywhere else.
I feel like this is another one of those Kirk Cousins situations in Minnesota where you look at his stats and he's pretty solid. He threw for 4,800 yards last year, got him to the playoffs, but what else? What else is there, right? What's next?
Yeah, maybe they just feel like this is their best option, being all the young quarterbacks they have now in the division. Maybe they wait a few years before they try to get another young quarterback. Mm-hmm. to rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, $40 million's a lot. Unfortunately, that's like the going rate for tier 2 quarterbacks these days. I just look at the options, and you added 3 years onto his contract. I didn't see anything on guaranteed money or anything like that, but I just don't know what other options they had out there. So extend a guy. At least he's not worried about his contract, and then you try to build him up elsewhere, and who knows, maybe he can have a Matthew Stafford type season if you have the right team around him.
Yeah, man. I mean, as I said, he's back with Adams, college teammate. Maybe that sparks some. Don't get me wrong, he had a great year, statistically, but he can only get better. Maybe this keeps him on that right trajectory as far as becoming one of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they got an offense too. They got some pieces. They got a tight end. They got running back. They probably gonna need another receiver. No, I think they need somebody else, man. I don't know about him. I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like some receivers are like these 1 year receivers where they have a great year and then you never hear from them again. Yeah, let me see him do it again this year. Then I was like, okay, you got something you're working with.
That's fair.
But I feel like they do need another option though, because they did hit a bunch of injuries last year and it slowed them down some. But they're gonna have to be explosive in that division. It's like the NBA West right now for that division they're in.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of great teams, and not everybody can get into playoffs. That's the problem, because they play each other twice. So at the end of the day, they're gonna at least have 1 or 2 losses.
Yep.
Yeah. So Tyreek Hill burned some women's flag football players, but that was expected. And then let's get to it, man. We got the 2022 Sports Sidebar NFL mock draft for you guys today. So you're going to start us off. I mean, you got Jacksonville with the first pick. So with the first pick, if I'm Jacksonville, despite the defensive ends on the board, I'm going to have to get an offensive lineman because we're going to have to protect this quarterback and we're going to need some help. So I'm actually going to go with your boy Evan Neal from Alabama with that number 1 pick if I'm Jacksonville.
Wow. That's a big pick. I mean, I think, I feel like Jaguars have been trying to sign guys to shore up that line. I don't know. I'm surprised Jaguars wouldn't go defensive end here.
I feel like you don't want to take any risk with the quarterback I mean, we've seen teams like the Giants where they try to get a bunch of players via free agency for offensive line, and then a bunch of injuries happen. You ain't got nobody to play. People not gelling together. The only team we've seen successfully build an offensive line through free agency is pretty much the damn Chiefs. Everybody else has been struggling trying to rebuild the offensive line through free agency. So I think you want to get as much options as possible, especially if you have a young quarterback, because offensive linemen are hard to come by, and some of these offensive linemen in this draft is freaking huge. So if you get one of them, I don't think any of them are going to fall to the second round, so or later. So I think you got to pick it now, and I feel like you can get probably another defensive end towards the later rounds. That could probably help you too.
All right. Well, with the second pick, Detroit Lions going to go with the hometown boy, Aiden Hutchinson out of Michigan. Probably, I would say probably the best player in the draft. He's a sack machine. Team up, into that Dan Campbell system. I think he helped the defense there.
Oh yeah, arguably one of the best defensive ends on the board right now. It's between him and Thibodeau. I mean, they were killing it this year. But that's the thing. The Detroit needs everything. So I mean, I can't say it was a bad pick or a good pick. I mean, they need a lot of help. But I think this is the start in the right direction as far as them building a solid defense, especially in that division with Aaron Rodgers, because he's going to be there for a while. They got a lot to figure out over there. But I mean, you definitely want to make sure you can get to the quarterback, because that'll solve a lot of problems for you.
Yeah, he could. Like you said, Detroit, I think, could go a lot of ways here. I just think it's hard to pass up on. Arguably the best player in the draft, especially, again, hometown boy from Michigan, played at Michigan. So
it's going to be very interesting. Oh, shit, your boy Zion playing tonight? The number 3 pick, we got the Houston Texans. I hate to say it, but I think they're going to go Kayvon Thibodeau, man. We got a defensive-minded head coach. So, I mean, he's going to be looking for pieces that he can use as far as, things he can scheme up as far as, and the thing is that their division's up for the taking. We saw what Tennessee did last year. We saw what the Colts did, but I feel like it's kind of a revolving door. I don't feel like anybody's has really had a stranglehold on the division in a while. So you got an opportunity to take it, especially if you get to the quarterback, like I said before, with some of those against some of those teams.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, I honestly don't know what the Houston Texans are gonna do. They might be, the biggest wild card of the early picks here. I think they could, again, much like the Lions, could go many different directions.
They could go quarterback.
They could go a lot of ways. But, I think you're right. I think, again, they need help on the defensive side of the ball. Why not go with the, second or arguably, again, the most talented guy in the draft?
Yeah, definitely got to go with best available in that position.
I don't always love that. But I can see it.
Yeah, but I mean, we wouldn't be surprised either if teams moved up to try to snag somebody.
Sure.
For a team like the Houston Texans or the Detroit Lions, that would probably be the best bet for somebody to move up so they can get more picks and get more players, because they need a lot of help.
Mm-hmm. All right. Goes. 4th pick, moving up them draft boards. Could also see Detroit taking this guy, but gonna go with Sauce Gardner out of Cincinnati.
Okay.
At cornerback, just a big, fast cornerback. The Jets need one. I could see them again maybe going Kyle Hamilton here. I don't love him as much. I don't love the safety early. I could also see them going at Stingley. I just don't know. They have 4 and 10, but they want to make sure they get a guy. So I'm gonna go Sauce Gardner on this one from Cincinnati.
Nice. I like the pick. I mean, you can't go wrong with big corners. No. You guys give up 72 explosive plays last year. You're definitely gonna need somebody to stop those. I mean, he shut down Alabama wide receiver Williams when they played against each other. So, I mean, he can definitely defend. He covering man, so it's going to give you guys some help.
Absolutely.
Then with the 5th pick, we got the New York Giants. Need some help on that offensive line. I think we're going to go offensive line from NC State.
Ekwonu.
Yeah. How do you pronounce his name? Ekwonu.
Yeah.
From North Carolina State.
Mm-hmm.
Another big body. I mean, 24 years old. I mean, we need a lot of offensive line help. We got another pick away. So, but I think this is helps us move in the right direction.
Yeah, he's big, 6'4", 320 pounds. Can play either guard or tackle most likely. So they can figure out where he fits best there. And even if they start him at guard, eventually move him at tackle, they could do that. Again, you're right. I think they need help. That line has been horrific. I mean, not giving Danny Dimes any time back there to drop them dimes,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So, if you're not going to go for the quarterback, you might as well get the line going, build up that line and go from there.
Yeah, because that's one of the things we need. We got a good running back who can't even get out the damn backfield, and then we got receivers that can't get the ball. So we got to get something going with this offensive line, because we got to really see what Danny Dimes is worth. I don't think he's worth a dime, but hey, I'd rather us have a built offensive line for another rookie quarterback coming in. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, number 6, Carolina Panthers select Malik Willis, Liberty, first QB off the board. I just, I think Carolina badly needs a quarterback. They took a shot on Sam Darnold, hoping that he was, just not performing because he was in New York. Obviously, that wasn't so great last year. Fred tried to bring in Cam. That worked for a game, but then it, again, he's just not what he used to be. And here I think they, again, a kid that has moved up the draft board a little bit, throw the deep ball, he can get out and get on the move. So, I think again, like trying to inject some young talent into that quarterback position for the Panthers.
Oh yeah, I mean I like the pick. They've been struggling to find a quarterback since Cam left. It's been a while. I mean they need some excitement. Great franchise, love their colors, and I think it would be great to see in that division. I mean, with a quarterback like that, they won't be too far behind as far as they can be putting themselves in a great position for years to come if they get the right quarterback. Because that was one of the things they've been missing ever since Cam left.
Yeah, they just haven't had a guy down there. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater was okay, but you're getting when you get Teddy, you're gonna get that 500 team. He might win you a couple games here, but he's not gonna be spectacular. And then Sam Darnold, Cam. I mean, they've been through a bunch of quarterbacks, so someone's got to stick eventually, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, you're back again.
Back at 7 with the Giants. I'm going to shake it up real quick since, this pick right here is going to probably shake up the draft a little bit because we should have got a receiver last year, but we didn't because damn Cowboys traded with the damn Eagles, which I don't understand why they did that. But we're going to go with Garrett Wilson right here from Ohio State, man. I know we have some receivers on the team that re-signed through free agency, but I feel like these players are not cutting it. And I don't know, man. I feel like he's I don't want to say a best available, but I feel like this is making up for what we should have did last year.
I think that would shake up the draft. I mean, I could see them. I had them kind of pinned it going at defensive end. Yeah, defensive end or safety. Either Trayvon Walker from Georgia, Jermaine Johnson out of Florida State, something like that. I mean. They defense needs some help too, but again, I think it's not a bad idea to take a shot and figure out what Danny Dimes is, right?
Yeah, I mean you got to give them as much weapons as possible, and then also build that offensive line. I mean I feel like the defense could have played better if the offense could have stayed on the field more, which was the main issue. They just put themselves in the defense in bad positions where the defense is on the field for so long they just get gassed out. And then they're just giving up plays. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if, they went another offensive lineman. I did see that the offensive lineman from Trevor Penning from North Iowa, big guy, 6'7". And then there was another offensive lineman I like too. I think the other one from Mississippi State.
Oh, Charles Cross.
Yeah. So, like I said, it all depends on who's on the board. And I also won't be surprised if they move down with this pick because the Giants, we need more picks too.
Yeah, I hear you. All right. I mean, I didn't want to do this. I was hoping this guy would fall to number 10, but seeing as how Gunn screwed things up for me already. At number 8, the Falcons are going to go wide receiver. So the next guy on the board, Drake London, out of USC. And big guy, 6'5", 210, and with Ridley being out, getting Mariota in there, the Falcons have a lot, but I think that they need a wide receiver. So I can see them trading this pick, maybe trade back and get like a what's the other kid there from Ohio State, Olave.
Yeah.
Or this is a wide receiver heavy draft. There could be 5 or 6 wide receivers that go in the first round. They definitely need a wide receiver.
Yeah, they need a receiver. They need a quarterback. They need a whole damn team. That's what they need.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind seeing Willis fall to them too, just for the Michael Vick resemblances.
Yeah, I just don't. I think they're going to hold out with quarterback this year. I think they're going to wait till next year. Yeah, maybe they can draft a guy in the second round or third round, but I'm thinking they're holding out for their guy next year.
We'll have to wait and see, man. They have to lose a lot of games just to make sure.
Well, you'll know what they're going for when they make this pick.
Yeah, pretty much. And halfway through the season, you'll know too.
Oh yeah.
So number 9, we got the Seattle Seahawks. They got this pick from Denver. I think they go to safety.
Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, Kyle Hamilton from Notre Dame. I know Pete Carroll likes his defenses, so I feel like this gives him that floor general on defense. Not to say like Earl Thomas, but he's a lot bigger, more like Cam Chancellor back there in the backfield. To pair him with
Jamal Adams.
Yeah. Have him on one side, have Adams on the other side.
Quandre Diggs.
Yep. I mean, that's where I'm going with this one.
Yeah, I can see them going there for sure, or Stingley from LSU, but definitely help on the back end of that defense there. They need.
Yeah, I was setting this pick.
Also need a quarterback.
Oh yeah.
But again, those are few and far between now.
Oh yeah. So I was setting this up for you right here with the Stingley pick, man.
Well, I'm not going 2 cornerbacks. I'm going to go at 10. The Jets, Trayvon Walker from Georgia.
Okay.
I don't like the double D pick, but I think Trayvon Walker, if he can follow them down here, he's got high upside. Played on a really good Georgia team.
Yep.
Shore up that defensive line, and then you can maybe you can package a couple of your second round picks and move up and get one of these wide receivers. Either like I said, either Olave, Jameson Williams, Traylon Burks, one of these guys in the late first round here.
Oh yeah, I like the pick. It gives somebody else as a pass rusher on the outside for you guys, which you guys haven't had in a while. Young talent. I would just like to see his numbers reflect his freakish ability.
Yeah. Yep.
And then let's get it right into it, man. We got the NBA in full effect right now. Your boy Frank Vogel got fired. They gave him a boot. We saw that coming. We talked about our options as far as who we would like to see as the Lakers head coach. I went with Mark Jackson. Get him. Hashtag get Mark back in the league.
He ain't coming back.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him, man. I would love that. His position, his job now is amazing. You get to see some of the best players play against each other from the sideline. You get to call the games. You ain't got to deal with players' attitudes, GMs. You could just chill. You could just do what you want, man. And him and Van Gundy have a great chemistry. Love seeing him on the sideline. It's hilarious when they go back and forth about certain things, being that, one coach the other. But outside of that, you mentioned your boy Nick Nurse. How you feeling about that?
I think it, for a guy like Nurse, it's a little more notoriety. He gets to coach back in the U.S. In a big market, big time history team. I just, I don't know. Just like, do you want to deal with LeBron? And I know that the Lakers are probably gonna try to move Westbrook, give up whatever they can to get rid of him. I just don't know what they're gonna have next year outside of LeBron and 50% of Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think Nick Nurse still under contract, so they're not gonna just let him go for free.
No.
And even if they decided to trade for the coach, the Lakers don't got a first round pick to 2026, 25, some craziness. I don't know. That's what I don't know what they're gonna do, man. There's just not many options for them.
No.
Unless they get LeBron a coach, which he's not gonna.
He's pretty much doing that now, isn't he?
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't know. There's not much for them. Not much for them out there. It's not really a big pool of coaches for them to choose from. They can't really trade for a coach because they don't have the assets. Unless they bring up a college coach we don't see coming, like a Coach K or something. But he's done. He's done. He's not. He's gonna be in the box in Duke. Unless they go after like a Wright or something. But I feel like he don't want to leave there either. So who knows? Maybe. That's the thing, man. Most of these college coaches, they enjoy in their their jobs, man.
Yeah, I think it's just a tough. Who would ever thought the Lakers would be in a tough spot to try to hire a coach? But if you're running Frank Vogel out after 2 years after he won a title, and again, just LeBron just tends to be a coach killer. If things aren't going well, it's not going to be his fault. So you gotta be willing to take that on as well, which I think Vogel was. I think Vogel knew what he was getting into.
Yeah, but we just have to wait and see, man. This is going to be one of the interesting things come NBA offseason to see where Westbrook goes and see who can they get as a head coach.
Right.
Then we got the playoffs, man. Talk about playoffs. We got your Brooklyn. We got the Brooklyn Nets playing your Boston Celtics. How you feeling about it, man? What you giving them you giving the Celtics a sweep, or you giving the Celtics in 5? What you calling them, man?
No, I think it's probably going to be. I would say Celtics in 6.
Okay.
I think Kevin Durant, playoff Durant, still scares the hell out of me.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't. That's just not it's not a good team right now. The Nets. They got a couple good players, and Bruce Brown can step up. I'm not. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you think Ben Simmons is gonna play?
He might, but again, I don't. That doesn't bother me one bit. I think he's not going to be in basketball shape. I just don't think he. Even if he's playing, he's not. He's going to be on a minutes restriction. I just. It's not like you can hop in and play basketball games, especially in the NBA. So, and I'd say the same thing about Rob Williams. I mean, I think he may be back towards the end of the series, but I think he's going to be on a restriction, and it's going to take him time to get acclimated. So I think those two kind of are a wash for me. And just look at the guys that are on the floor now, and the Celtics have been playing real good defensively. If you can take Durant or maybe you just take Kyrie out, put Smart on Kyrie, and take Kyrie out and let Tatum match up with Durant, do an okay job on him. And I just think that I think the defense on Brooklyn isn't as bad as people think it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think that they play as a team. And even watching last night, they just get lackadaisical, and next thing you know, Cleveland's making a run, and they're 2 possessions out. And again, this is Cleveland shooting it like a terrible clip. Just played awful basketball for the most part. And Kyrie didn't miss. He's 12 for 15, and again, Durant didn't have to do much until the fourth quarter. But I don't know. It's just I'm not overall concerned about the Nets. It's just if Durant gets on a heater, and then it's kind of time to watch out.
Oh yeah, he's what they call the force multiplier. He can win or lose you some series easily at the drop of a hat.
Yep.
And he's just so efficient at times that if he gets hot, his hot is ridiculous hot.
It is. But he couldn't. He couldn't take down Miami. I'm not Miami. Milwaukee last year. I mean, as good as he was, he was close.
I mean, if his foot was over that damn 3-point line, the game would have been over. That's one of the downfalls of having a big shoe size.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how they play together. But I also think Boston has a point to prove and a bone to pick with Kyrie. So I feel like they're gonna be ready to play. They're gonna be on the A game, being the way he left Boston. Some of the things he said about some of the players. So I think they're gonna be ready for him. But it's gonna be a great series. Boston's a great defensive team. It's gonna be Kevin Durant and Kyrie are gonna have to be on every night. I feel like to win that series. But I mean, if it goes 7 games, they're gonna have to be super hot for 4 games at least. So
right. I think you're right. I think that for Brooklyn to win, they need to play. Man, I would even say 5 perfect games, because I think that the Celtics can probably still take them down, and even if they're playing their best.
Yeah, they're gonna have a bunch of games where Kyrie and Durant got 80 between the both of them.
Exactly.
And that's a lot to ask. So.
Yeah. So we'll see. I think Kyrie's already starting to backtrack on his comments about leaving Boston. Today he said he was, wished he did things a little differently. Taking a little.
Oh yeah, you got to say that now. You about to play them.
Yeah.
You don't want to give them no bulletin board material.
Too late. Bruce Brown already said that their big men are garbage. Horford and Tice.
Always got
Kevin Durant already had to come out and shush him.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't be saying nothing about. You got to keep all that stuff internal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to hit them with that when the media asks you, like, "Oh, those are great players." It's gonna be hard to defend them.
That'd be an easy thing to do. These guys can't help themselves.
Nah, but I mean, you got to back it up. You say you got to back it up. So let's see if he can do that. So, and then on the other side, we got the we got right now. We got Atlanta and Charlotte playing for the 8th seed.
Game's over.
Yeah, pretty much. Dunzo for Charlotte. So I mean, they had a good season. Hats off to them. They had ball out for a while, came back. But I mean, they're a few pieces away to getting in the playoffs officially. But it's gonna be tough in the East. So, so then we're gonna have on the East. We're gonna have the Heat versus the Hawks. That should be a good matchup.
No. Hawks got to go play Cleveland first.
Oh man, they're gonna beat Cleveland too, man. Your boy Ice Trey is on. He's on fire right now. But I mean, either team, I think Atlanta has a better chance of beating Miami compared to Cleveland. But would I be surprised if Cleveland beat Miami? No. I don't know how, but I just want to be surprised.
I mean, is Jared Allen going to be back? Jared Allen going to be back? I could see it with him. They, I thought they shoot a little better. They maybe could challenge Brooklyn, but yeah, I mean, Miami can be a mess, but Jimmy Butler is I think he's got that it factor.
Mm-hmm. And they got a lot of weapons too, but I feel like they're gonna melt down during the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely possible.
And then we're gonna have like we talked about the Celtics versus Brooklyn. We're gonna have the Bucks versus the Bulls. I'm sorry, Chicago, but that's gonna be a sweep. Yeah, I don't think they have anybody to stop Giannis. He's just gonna go buck wild crazy with that three steps from rim to rim. It's just gonna be hard to stop him. I don't give him. I might give him one game, but Lonzo's pretty much done for the season. I don't think they could do it this year.
No.
Despite the great season they had and the high start they had. Then we got the 76ers in Toronto. Might have to put the 76ers on the upset alert.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, man. I feel like Toronto's a sneaky pick, man. A lot of people sleeping on them. They play as a team. I feel like they got more players that can play together. And I feel like Harden's not going to show up either, man.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about Philly. I mean, I feel like if they put their minds to it, they can figure it out. But I just don't. I don't trust them yet. I don't trust them yet.
Especially that damn Tobias Harris.
This is true.
Cost me all the damn prop bets, man. How the hell, man? I don't even talk about him. All that money he getting paid, can't put up 10, 15 points a game.
He can't do it.
Hey, but he there now. I can't hate on him, but I wish he would have hit some shots when I made them prop bets on him. And then on the West, we got the Suns, and they're gonna pretty much be playing the winner of this the winner of the 8-9, whoever plays the Clippers. Clippers are gonna play the winner of this 9-10 matchup. Mm-hmm. But I don't feel like any of those teams could beat the Suns, so I got the Suns moving on in 4 or 5. Then we got Memphis. They pretty much gonna be playing the
Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves.
That could be a good series.
Yeah, I like that series, man. You got two teams that really don't care about who they're playing.
Built the same way too.
Mm-hmm. Built the same way through the draft. Young players came together. I'm looking forward to that series.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
I know you mentioned you like Edwards. I like him too, man.
I do. Just
a baller, man. Doesn't come out talk. He doesn't really talk too much trash.
Nope.
Just comes out and plays, man.
He dunks hard.
Oh yeah, that's what they call man. He starts off small, and all of a sudden he's higher than you, dunking on you.
Yeah.
Then you see the Sports Center top 10. Then we got Warriors and the Nuggets. That's gonna be another great series. Two of the teams I like in the West going at it. I don't know how to feel about that, man.
No, who do you like?
I like both teams, man, but I don't think any of the I don't think Porter Jr. is coming back yet, and then I don't know. We might not see Murray till next year, so I wouldn't be surprised if Warriors took it down in 6. But I mean, Joe, because he's gonna give him hell with all the damn triple doubles he be putting up. So
Yeah, I mean, Murray could come back. It sounds like, but it's up to him. Man, I just think it's gonna be tough on Jokic. I think it makes for a long series. He's already labored. So I'd like to see them do something. I'd like to see Jokic, see what he can do.
Yeah, but
I
I
think
just think
it's just too much for one guy.
Yeah, I think this year is not his year. Even though he probably get MVP based off the numbers he's been putting up in the position he's got them in, but you can't really win with one superstar anymore. Those days are over.
Yep. So I'm gonna go again with the Warriors, even though Steph might take a game or two to get back going. Take the Warriors there.
Yeah. Then we got Dallas and Utah. I think Dallas is gonna make some light work out of Utah, just so Donovan Mitchell could leave Utah, come to the Knicks. But I mean, both equally matched teams. It's gonna be interesting to see if Luka can get them past the Jazz in this one.
Yeah, I kind of like the way that the Mavs are playing towards the end of the year. So if Luka's healthy, I know he had the calf issue. Sounds like it was just a calf strain, but hopefully it doesn't hold him back. I mean, he's not really fast to begin with, so. He's
like Paul Pierce, like not even like fast, but like he just plays at he doesn't let anybody slow him down, speed him up. He just plays at his own pace. And he gets the job done.
Yep. So I like the Mavs there.
But I'm looking forward to these playoffs starting, man. I mean, technically they already started, but as we get deeper and deeper in the playoffs.
These technically are not playoff games. I found that out last night.
Oh, that's what they're saying?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're kicking off this weekend, so I'm looking forward to it. We got a bunch of games coming on. Now 1, 3. So it's gonna be a good weekend for basketball.
For sure.
Then we got MLB. I don't know if you want to talk about anything for MLB. They're just kicking off, season starting.
No, other than Kershaw had the perfect game going today. They pulled him after 80 pitches. How do you feel about that?
I think when the player's that close, you got to let him go. Especially as early in the season, it's not like gonna kill him. It's not like he's got like 20 games under his belt or something. He's fresh. He should be fresh. Ready to play, and it's better. I think it's better to knock it out early than later in the season, because especially later in the season, they definitely be resting you, especially as you try to get close to the playoffs and stuff like that. So,
I agree with you. Let him go. Let him see what he can do.
Yeah, then that's it for baseball. I don't know if you want to talk about the PGA. Your boy Scottie. Scottie doesn't know. Took it. Want me some money.
Yeah, he's on that. He's still on the heater, man. He's
hot right now.
He was high favorite going in. Normally, golfers that are hot are tend to be the favorites coming into these here big tournaments. I'd say rarely these days they live up to that billing, but cause it's just so hard to win multiple tournaments. So he's already on number 4 for the year. He's already made about $10 million.
Yep.
So, good on him. I think he going into Sunday, Cam Smith comes out and birdies 1 and 2. Scheffler looked a little bit off and then chips in on 3. Cam bogeys and that was pretty much it. I mean, Cam made a birdie on 11 to bring him within 3, and then he chunked one into the water on 12, and that was the tournament.
He had to lead straight after that. It was done. It was over. It
was done. Yeah, it's hard to gain that many strokes on the pros. Rory did his normal Sunday thing where he goes out and plays with no care in the world and shoots 8 under, comes in second place, makes a big paycheck. This is what Rory does. But the story was really all about, first couple days was about Tiger. He came out Thursday, shot a 1 under 71, first competitive round back. Even Friday with some tough conditions, shot 74 to get to make the cut. Obviously laboring on Saturday and Sunday. You could tell he was just sore. Beat up. It's a tough walk there and mentally tough. But it was good to see him finish. And now he can rest up and get ready for what I would assume would be the 3 majors that are left if he can get to Southern Hills in a month. And then you got he already committed to the Open in July, and then the U.S. Open here in Brookline in June, and then maybe he may play Jack's tournament in Ohio in, I want to say that's in May, maybe June now, usually around Memorial Day weekend, the Memorial Tournament. So other than that, I think that's probably it. I think he's got at most 4 tournaments left this year, and then just start to gear up for a few more. I mean, he obviously wants to win again, He's still got the number 19 for majors on his mind. He mentioned it, and the guy's competitive. So even at 46, I think that, he's probably still got a couple of decent years left in him. If he can get to the right courses, like, again, St. Andrews is a course that he knows and plays well. So get to the right courses. He always got Augusta. He obviously knows the course. The distance didn't hurt him. It was really his short game that killed him. Putting. He had 36 putts on Saturday. Didn't putt well again on Sunday, but again, this is it just takes time. In tournament conditions.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got to do kind of almost like basketball. You got to do a heat check, man. You can't turn down any more tournaments, man. You got to finish strong.
Yeah, you gotta stay healthy too. So
yeah, but I mean, you gotta run up the bag, man. We talking about millions of dollars here. I mean, you're already at 10, and the year we're not even at halfway the year. So I mean,
yeah, Scottie's got he could do some damage. I mean, who knows? These guys go through stretches where they're hot and cold. He could definitely pull down a couple more tournaments for sure. I forget what the record. The Tiger has a record in the year. I believe it was 10. Which would be wild if he could get somewhere near there.
Yeah, even if he gets another 2, I think this is probably still his most highest grosses in a year, right?
Oh, he's already made more money this year than he has in his entire career up to this year.
Yeah, that's what you gotta run it up, man.
Yep.
You never know when you're gonna be this hot again.
Yeah, I mean, he may take this week off just to catch his breath, but I guarantee you he's not taking many weeks. You can't take off, like you said, you can't take off these weeks when you're hot. You got to
yeah, you're in your groove, man. You gotta.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta take advantage of it, man.
When that swing's feeling good, man, you just want to play all the time.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got another edition of JD's Bites and Brew. What you got for us?
All right, so for this week we're going to go back to a new hot style of burgers that have been out. They've been out for a while, but the smash burger.
Okay.
There was a lot of talk about this at work for me because back at the office. And they were going to do smash burgers today for everybody. So, I was like, oh, that sounds good. So what we did is, I just made them for myself ahead of time. And I think you can do these different ways. But the way I like to do it is if you're going to do it with onions and mushrooms, to grill those ahead of time. So get those going, get the onions, mushrooms, seasonings, started. So they're a little caramelized before you throw the meat on. But then, you separate it out into the individual spots there for the individual burgers, and you throw the beef down. You can do 96.4 is what I've been doing lately, just to be a little bit on the healthier side. You can obviously, if you want the fat flavor, the 80/20 is always good. Mm-hmm. But throw that into put that into a little ball, like a little 8-ounce ball, and 6-ounce ball. Put that on top of your onions and mushrooms, and just smash it down on it and let it cook. Then when, a couple minutes, flip that, let it cook again, and then, get it onto your grilled bun and do your favorite flavors on top. Ketchup, mustard, barbecue sauce, whatever it is that you like on it. And cheese, of course, Rich.
I mean, of course, man. You can't have a burger without no cheese, man.
Doesn't make any sense.
That's like peanut butter. That's like peanut butter, no jelly. Come on, man.
So, yep, that's the route we go. You can go sweet potato fries on the side. Try to keep it relatively healthy.
I think sweet potato fries are underrated. I feel like they're better than the normal fries sometimes.
I agree.
And then what would you guys drink that down with?
All right, well, just to go with the nice weather outside, fell back on a classic today, the Wachusett Summer Ale.
Okay.
I think that people, at least up here, obviously tend to go towards the Sam Summers. First, comes out late or early spring. It's kind of like the first signs of warmth coming. But I tend to go to the Wachusett Summer. I don't know. I've had the Sam Summer for a long time, and Wachusett is a brewery here up in Central Mass, and they got some. They're expanding a little bit. They got a brew house in Worcester now, but their summer ale is pretty solid too. Like it's easy drinking, like 4.5, 4.7%, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Nice cold bottle out of the fridge when it's nice out is refreshing. So I'd probably throw it at like let's go like a 7.4. Like not going to wow you, I would say, but it's solid, it's good. And again, you can have a couple of them.
Oh, nice. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. That's almost a 7.5. You can't go wrong with that. I mean, that's pretty much a solid beer. Something you can have at any function, any time of the year.
Exactly.
So definitely worth checking out. Then that's JD's Bites and Brew, everybody. And then for this week, as far as BR stuff, I mean, we got Moon Knight episode 2 and 3. Episode 3 came out today. Halfway through the season, they revealed some stuff today in episode 3 relating to some of the stuff going on in the multiverse, and then some of the stuff in reference to Moon Knight as far as his split personalities, his other personalities. Definitely a good show. As far as one of the Disney Plus superhero shows, I would rank it probably the second or third best of the Disney shows so far. So far, they had Loki, they had Scarlet Witch, they had Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then those are the 3 so far. And what's the name? Hawkeye. So it's definitely, I would probably rank it as like the second best or third best, probably below. Loki's probably the best one in my opinion, and then outside of that would probably be either Moon Knight or Wanda, the WandaVision, and then the other ones follow after. So, but I mean, they got some more coming out soon, and then they're working on the She-Hulk. There's a few other ones they're working on too. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. There was Halo, third episode. They're on the 3rd episode now. Now would be a good time to watch it, so you can watch 3 episodes straight. So they're kind of getting into it as far as what's going on. You're kind of seeing both sides of the good side and the bad side, what they're both trying to accomplish. Hasn't been much action since the first episode, so I'm a little disappointed in that. But hopefully it picks up in the action aspect on the later episodes. And then we had the ultimatum, man. I don't know how far did you get into it?
I didn't even finish the first episode.
Oh man, this is a shit show, I tell you. If you thought Love Is Blind was bad, man, wait till you see some of this.
I could see it coming.
Yeah, I mean, the second episode gets crazy too, because that's when they do like the picks of who they're picking that they want to stay with for the next 3 weeks. But when you see it, man, you can be like, some of the things some people did is crazy, but then also some of the stuff that happens, like between episode 1 and 2, is funny as hell. But then it gets crazy, man. Some of the people are going to go back to the couples, like the original couple. I mean, they just put out the I think the final episode today and the reunion. So I'm definitely check that out. Hopefully you can get to it by the time next week, and you give me your review on it. But
I'll do my best.
I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to another season of this over Love Is Blind. Based off what I seen from Love Is Blind, I'll probably check this out first if it continues at this trend. And then outside of that, checked out Morbius. Wasn't really feeling it, not gonna lie. I felt like too much like Venom to me. Like I didn't feel like I was like I feel like they didn't really give me much about the character. They was just like, he's sick, he gotta heal himself, he healed himself, now he got powers, and then somebody else got powers and now you gotta stop him. But Like, and it didn't feel like they gave me much for the movie. That's what I said. I felt like they just took Venom and they storyline and they just swapped it out with Morbius. I felt like I wasn't really getting much. And this movie was actually pushed back too, so I thought that maybe they would have added some stuff, but nah, man. If he runs into Blade, man, he's gonna be done. I'll tell you that right now. Then we had Batman. I actually liked it, man. It was about like a 3-hour movie. They made it more kind of like a detective type of Batman, but he's kind of in his early stages of solving crime. Not too many action scenes, but a lot more dialogue. But it's giving you a lot of like backstory of the Batman verse that they're doing as far as like how everyone's connected on the crime scene. They're giving you a history of Batman's parents, like kind of his past. They don't really get into like how he became Batman, like, you know, kind of like they did when Batman Begins, you know, like when he went away to, you know, the mountains and stuff like that, and trains, stuff like. They haven't gotten to that, but they give you more about the actual time and place in the city. I mean, they give you some of the Batman, you know, villains. You know, they got the Penguin, they got the Riddler, and then pretty much everybody else, man. So, I mean, overall it was good, man. It's not what I expected, but it was definitely a good movie. I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with this, being that they got a young Batman. Hopefully he stays as Batman. That's the thing, man. You get these people to do 2 or 3 Batman movies. All of a sudden they reset into Batman. Now you like, but, you know, you just actually get into it. But hopefully they can keep this guy. Hopefully they lock him in for a deal or something. He's not the best actor, so to say, but you get more of a throughout the movie. You get more of him in the Batman costume, which is fine with me, rather than him like outside of the Batman costume. So overall, it was a good movie, man.
Nice.
It'll be on it'll actually be on HBO Max in like 5 days. So you can definitely check it out on that.
I absolutely will.
And then I think that's pretty much it. I don't got anything else.
That's all I got.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time.
Until next time, Rich.
I want to thank y'all for rocking out with your boy Rich, JD, and Tom here on the Sports Sidebar Podcast. Give y'all something to ride out on.